And then, guys, I wanted also to clarify something on the Real Madrid-Manchester United story regarding Aurelien Tchouameni. Today, first, Florentino Perez speaks. Real Madrid president, obviously there is the elections, but at the moment he's still the president and everyone at Real Madrid believes he's gonna be. And the feeling with Aurelien Tchouameni has been clarified by Florentino Perez himself. He said, I think Aurelien Tchouameni will stay at the club this summer. Absolutely, definitely. And then he said the same also for Fede Valverde. There were rumors on Valverde and also concrete stories on Tchouameni. Florentino Perez says they...
What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to United Focus. We brings all the latest Manchester United transfer updates. The news just keeps on coming at Old Trafford. We have got updates on Ederson, a major winger target, Rashford's future, a potential financial windfall, and a FIFA cash boost heading United's way. So let's get straight into it. Let's start where everyone's attention is right now. Manchester United have made their first move to sign Raphael Leao from AC Milan. Leao has been at Milan for 7 years. In that time, he has racked up 145 goals and assists in 291 appearances and established himself as one of the most exciting attacking talents in European football. But Milan had a poor season, missed out on Champions League qualification, and are now facing a full rebuild. Leao has been widely backed to leave, and he has officially announced his departure from the club. Here is what we know right now. United have made contact with Leao's representatives. No formal bid has been made yet, but the deal is starting to gain traction. AC Milan are looking for over £50 million to let him go. And crucially, his preferred destination is the Premier League. If Manchester United show concrete interest, it is being reported he will not hesitate to give the green light. Leao himself has previously spoken about his affection for United, citing his idol Cristiano Ronaldo as the reason he grew up watching them. He also mentioned Arsenal as a club he likes. So yes, Arsenal are also in the conversation, and United will need to move quickly and decisively if they want to win that race. United's two current top priorities are a match-winning winger in exactly the mould of Leao and a central midfielder. Ederson solves the midfielder need. Leao could solve the winger problem. If both happen this summer, United's attack looks completely transformed. Now here is the big one that has dropped today, and this is genuinely exciting. Manchester United have agreed a deal worth around £38 million for the Atalanta midfielder, and the Brazilian is set to sign a long-term contract at Old Trafford. According to the latest information, the official announcement is expected within the next few days, with the fee now reported at £34 million. And here is the detail that tells you everything. Ederson has wanted Manchester United from the very start. He gave them his absolute priority from day one and shut the door on interest from every other club. He wants to be here. He is coming. United's first signing of the summer is done, but, and this is important, Ederson is not the end of United's midfield ambitions, not even close. Michael Carrick wants to bring in at least 2, potentially 3 central midfielders this summer as they look to replace Casemiro and build real depth ahead of their return to the Champions League. Ederson is the starting point, not the destination. Still firmly in the picture for those additional midfield spots. Elliot Anderson of Nottingham Forest remains a top target. Sandro Tonali at Newcastle United is still being monitored. West Ham's Mateus Fernandes is on the list. Brighton's Carlos Baleba is there. And the dream signing? Real Madrid's Aurelien Tchouameni, the Man United see as the ideal long-term replacement for Casemiro. A huge summer of midfield business is coming. Now let's talk money, because United are in a genuinely strong financial position heading into this window. We already told you recently about United repaying £110 million on their revolving credit facility, leaving £250 million available. But on top of that, there is more money coming. Manchester United are set to benefit from a FIFA pot of £263 million being distributed to clubs whose players feature at the World Cup this summer, being played across the United States, Canada and Mexico. United will be heavily represented at that tournament with several first-team players involved, meaning a significant chunk of that pot is heading to Old Trafford, and there is potentially even more. Mason Greenwood, currently on loan at Marseille, could be set to generate a financial windfall for United. French outlet L'Équipe are reporting that Marseille face the real possibility of being expelled from the Europa League due to their precarious financial situation, with a wage cap also potentially being imposed by French football's financial watchdog. If Marseille's situation deteriorates further, United could find themselves cashing in on Greenwood sooner rather than later. Between the credit facility, the FIFA distribution and potential player sales, United have serious firepower to work with this summer. Marcus Rashford. And the latest development here is genuinely brutal for the player. Barcelona still technically have until the middle of this month to exercise their £26 million option to sign Rashford permanently. But with Anthony Gordon arriving from Newcastle in a £70 million deal and the Catalan club now effectively moving on from their interest, that option looks increasingly unlikely to be used. And here is what makes Rashford's situation so difficult. According to reports, the United forward has no interest in joining Newcastle or Tottenham this summer, two clubs credited with interest in him if the Barcelona move does not go ahead. Rashford wants Barcelona or nothing from what is being reported. He is not interested in the alternatives being put in front of him. United, meanwhile, are unwilling to renegotiate their terms with Barcelona. The clock is ticking towards the mid-June deadline, and right now it looks like Rashford could find himself returning to Old Trafford with his future completely unresolved. This one is going to reach a head very, very soon. Elsewhere, Manchester United are already making progress in their bid to significantly strengthen their squad ahead of a return to playing Champions League football next season. Manchester United are already making progress in their bid to significantly strengthen their squad ahead of a return to playing Champions League football next season. Man United have identified central midfield as a key focus for their recruitment team in the coming months, with the potential for up to 3 new players to arrive in the position should Manuel Ugarte join Casemiro in sealing an exit from Old Trafford in the next few months. It has been suggested that the Red Devils want to land a big-money elite replacement for Casemiro, as well as 2 lower-priced players as they look to complete a major midfield rebuild. United are closing in on signing a player who fits into the latter category in Ederson, with the club on the brink of agreeing a deal with Atalanta worth less than £40 million to bring the Brazilian to Manchester. Now the rumours are beginning around other low-cost signings, with Middlesbrough's Hayden Hackney being mentioned as a player Michael Carrick is pushing for in recruitment meetings. Southampton's Shea Charles is another Championship player being mentioned, given he was in Manchester City's academy when Jason Wilcox was overlooking it, before he brought him to Southampton in 2023. Should United complete the signings of Ederson and another low-cost midfielder, the final priority will be to sign an elite replacement for Casemiro. The Red Devils are said to be willing to spend big to bring the right player in, with Fabrizio Romano confirming that Real Madrid midfielder Aurelien Tchouameni is their dream replacement and one they believe is the perfect successor for the veteran Brazilian. Speaking on a YouTube video, Romano said, "Manchester United believe Tchouameni could be the perfect player in midfield to replace Casemiro. Coming from the same club, Real Madrid. He has a winning mentality, top player, elite player, international, who can defend, who can score some goals, so they love Tchouameni. But there are 2 problems. The first one is the salary, which is a huge salary, and the second is that Real Madrid keeps saying, in public and also in private, that their intention is to keep Aurelien Tchouameni. So you can imagine, in order to make a Tchouameni deal happen this summer, you need to go and negotiate on the salary, player side, and then Manchester United and Real Madrid also directly on the transfer fee. United have made some good and some bad signings since Bruno Fernandes arrived at the club in 2020, but Tchouameni would be the best since the Portugal international if a deal was completed. Casemiro is right up there on the good side of that list, but he was 30 years of age at the time the Red Devils bought him, while Frenchman Tchouameni is 26. As Romano says, the France international is an elite winner who has played almost 200 games for Real Madrid and has nearly 50 caps for his country. You don't do that unless you have something special about you, and there is no doubt that he is the standout candidate to replace Casemiro in this summer transfer window, alongside other targets like Nottingham Forest's Elliot Anderson and Newcastle United's Sandro Tonali. A deal might be difficult to complete given Real's current desire to keep him, but if they could land him for £70 million, it would be a huge statement of intent.